Confident Speaking Podcast, where you can learn to speak English with natural rhythm, real confidence, and fluency.
A very warm welcome to all of you joining us again on the Confident Speaking Podcast, the place where we make learning English both simple and enjoyable. I'm your host, Jessica.
And hello from me, David. Hello, Jessica. And a big hello to our amazing community of listeners. It feels fantastic to be back here again. It's wonderful to see you, Jessica.
How are you doing today?
I'm doing exceptionally well. Thank you for asking. I've had a wonderful morning. And what about you, Jessica? How are you?
I'm feeling quite good. I managed to wake up early this morning and enjoyed a peaceful cup of coffee all to myself. It was a really pleasant start to my day.
Ah, that sounds absolutely perfect. A quiet morning is truly a happy morning.
It certainly is. Now, before we dive into today's main topic, let's take a moment to remind our friends how they can show their support for the channel.
Yes, let's do that. If you are finding value in our podcast, we would be so grateful if you would click the like button.
And please remember to subscribe. By doing so, you'll always be notified when a new episode is released. It provides us with so much help.
It really does. And sharing the podcast with your friends is the single best way to help our community expand. A sincere thank you to all of you.
Thank you. All right, David, are you prepared for our topic for today?
I am absolutely ready. What will we be discussing?
Today, we are going to explore the world of feelings. You know, the emotions we experience on a daily basis.
Oh, feelings. That's a massive topic, but an incredibly important one. You mean things like being happy, sad, and all of that?
Exactly. We frequently use simple phrases like, I'm good or I'm okay, but there exists a much wider range of words to describe how we truly feel.
That is so true. Using more specific words is more honest and more authentic. So, where should we begin? Perhaps with a positive feeling?
Yes, let's start with happy. We both mentioned that we are feeling good and happy today. What is something that brings you happiness, David?
A simple thing for me is receiving a nice message from a friend. Just a quick, hello, how are you? It always makes me smile.
I love that. It may seem like a small gesture, but it can genuinely change the course of your day. For me, I feel happy when I finish all of my work for the day.
Oh, yes. That sensation of thinking, okay, I am all done, is just fantastic. You feel light and free.
Precisely. My cat also makes me happy. She does the most amusing things, and it just makes me laugh out loud.
Pets are the best for that reason. They have a special talent for making us happy. So, happy is a wonderful feeling. What about its opposite?
The opposite would be sad. And it's important to remember that it is perfectly okay to feel sad. Everyone experiences sadness from time to time.
Of course, it is a completely normal part of life. What kind of situation tends to make you feel sad?
For me, I often feel sad when I miss my family. They reside in a different city, so there are times I just long for a conversation with them.
I can completely understand that. Missing the people you love is a very real reason to feel sad. In my case, I feel sad when a friend is unwell or is going through a problem.
Yes, because you care deeply about them and you want them to be okay.
Exactly. Or on a smaller scale, if I make plans with a friend and they need to cancel, I am understanding, but I still feel a little bit sad.
Me too. You get all ready to go out and then you find out the plan has changed. It can be a little disappointing.
Disappointing. Yes, that is an excellent word for it. It can certainly make you feel a bit sad. So, you see, these are genuine, everyday reasons. It's not always caused by something major, is it? Okay, how about we discuss another very common feeling, one you might get after a particularly long day.
Oh, you must be referring to feeling tired.
Yes, tired. I believe all of us are intimately familiar with this feeling. I know I certainly am. Having to wake up extremely early for a meeting can make me feel tired for the entire day.
Oh, absolutely. That 6 a.m. alarm is never a happy sound. For me, a very hectic day makes me feel tired, like when I have to rush around to various places and manage many different tasks. By the end of such a day, I am completely exhausted.
I know that feeling well. Your legs feel tired and your brain feels tired. All you want to do is collapse on the sofa and not move a muscle. Also, studying for a long time can make you feel tired. When you've been reading for hours, your brain eventually tells you, all right, it's time to stop now.
That's so accurate. It's a different kind of exhaustion, more of a mental tiredness.
Yes, so there is physical tired and there is mental tired. That's quite interesting.
It is. Okay, here is another one for you. What do you call the feeling you experience around 1 p.m. when you still haven't eaten lunch?
I am very well acquainted with that one. That is hungry.
Yes, I get extremely hungry if I skip breakfast. My stomach will actually start making noises.
Mine does too. Being very hungry is not a pleasant feeling. It makes it difficult to concentrate.
I agree. And when I am that hungry, I typically crave something salty, like French fries. What about you?
When I'm really hungry, I usually want a large bowl of pasta, something warm and comforting.
That sounds delicious. And what is the feeling you get when your mouth is dry and you desperately need a drink?
That would be thirsty. I am always very thirsty after I exercise.
Yes, after a run or a workout, your body needs water. Or simply on a very hot day, it is quite easy to feel thirsty.
It is. It's your body's way of telling you, hey, I require some water. It is crucial to listen to that signal. Okay, so we've covered some good basic feelings. What about a more intense one? For instance, how do you feel when you just miss the bus?
I feel angry or perhaps frustrated.
Yes, angry is a fitting word for that situation. It's a hot, powerful feeling.
It is. I feel angry when technology doesn't work properly. For example, when my computer is running very, very slowly and I have a deadline to meet.
Ugh, that is the absolute worst. You click on something and then you just have to wait and wait. It makes me feel incredibly impatient and a little bit angry.
Me too. Or another situation is when I am trying to explain something important and the other person is not paying attention. They are just looking at their phone.
That also makes me feel angry. It feels disrespectful.
It does. So angry is another one of those universal feelings that everyone experiences, for sure. Now, let's shift to a fun one. What about the feeling you have just before a vacation or as the weekend approaches?
Ah, that's a brilliant feeling. That feeling is excited.
Yes, I love feeling excited. This coming Friday, a good friend of mine is coming to visit me, and I am so excited.
That's wonderful news. See, that is a perfect reason. You have a fun event to look forward to, so you feel excited. I get excited when I'm about to try a new restaurant.
Ooh, me too. You browse the menu online and start imagining all the delicious food you're going to eat.
Yes, I do that exact same thing. It's a very happy and energetic feeling. You feel like you just can't wait. Is it Friday yet? That's the kind of feeling it is.
That's it exactly. It's a very positive, forward-looking emotion. I enjoy it a lot.
Me too. Now, what about a feeling that's not quite so positive, such as when you hear a loud thunderstorm during the night?
For that, I would feel scared.
Yes, scared. A sudden, loud noise can definitely make you feel scared. Your heart starts to beat faster.
It really does. Or for another example, if you are walking down the street and a large dog suddenly starts running toward you, even if it turns out to be friendly, For that 1 second, you feel scared.
That is an excellent example. In that moment, you don't know what is about to happen. That feeling of, oh no, is the essence of being scared, isn't it? It's an emotion that tells our body to be careful and to pay close attention to our surroundings.
That's a very insightful way to look at it. Okay, here's another scenario for you. You are at the doctor's office. You are waiting and waiting and then waiting some more. How do you feel?
I feel bored. So bored.
Yes! Waiting for a long time with nothing to do is the very definition of being bored.
It is. You've already read all the magazines, you've scrolled through your phone, and you still have more time to wait. That is the feeling of being bored. I also feel bored when I have to perform the same simple task over and over again.
It makes time seem to pass so slowly. Oh yes, a repetitive task. Your mind just seems to go to sleep. So what do you do when you find yourself feeling bored?
I try to listen to a podcast like this one, or I might give my mom a call.
Those are great ideas. I usually try to read a book on my phone. Anything to get my brain engaged again.
Exactly. Okay, just one more. What is the feeling you get when you see a friend in the supermarket and you had no idea they were even in town?
Oh, in that case, I feel surprised. Yes, that, wow, David, what are you doing here sensation. It's a fantastic feeling.
A happy surprise. You can feel your eyes get wider.
Yes. I also feel surprised when someone gives me a compliment that I wasn't expecting. Something like, I really like your shirt.
Aw, that's a lovely kind of surprise. It can make your entire day better.
It really can. A surprise is simply something you didn't anticipate. It can be something big or something small. The key ingredient is the unexpected element.
Wow, Jessica, this is a truly fantastic list of feelings we've compiled.
It is. And all of the reasons we discussed are drawn from normal, everyday life.
They are, and this is so incredibly helpful. Now our listeners can say much more than just, I'm fine, thanks.
I certainly hope so. They can now say, I'm feeling a little tired today, or I'm really excited for the weekend.
It makes conversations so much more engaging and authentic. It helps you connect with people on a deeper level.
You really do. When you share how you genuinely feel, it helps other people understand you better.
I agree completely. And it is also good to remember that all of these feelings are normal. Nobody is happy all the time.
That is the single most important thing to remember. It is perfectly okay to have a day when you feel sad or angry or bored.
Exactly. And then the very next day, you might feel happy or excited. Our feelings change much like the weather does.
That is a perfect analogy. So, David, how are you feeling right now after our wonderful conversation?
I am feeling really happy and very satisfied. I believe this was an incredibly helpful discussion, and I'm still a little hungry. How about you?
I feel great. I'm happy that we talked about this, and I'm excited for our listeners to start using these new words.
Me too. I think this was a wonderful chat. And it appears we have reached the end of our episode.
I believe we have. Time certainly flies when you're having fun.
It truly does. So, to all of our listeners out there, we have a question for you.
Yes, we do. Please write to us in the comments section and tell us, how are you feeling today? You can select any of the feelings we discussed. I feel happy, I am tired, I'm bored. We genuinely want to hear from you.
We really do. And if you found this episode to be helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to the Confident Speaking Podcast. And please don't forget to share it with your friends.
Thank you all so much for being here with us today.
Yes, thank you for listening. Keep up with your practice, and we will talk to you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thanks for tuning in to Confident Speaking Podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Master English Fluency.